What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to be explaining and demonstrating exactly how the Valvetronic Designs exhaust valve controller works on the 2022 Audi R8. So let's go ahead and check it out. Before I crank up the R8, I'm going to explain a little bit about how the exhaust valves work from the factory. Now this R8 has the sport exhaust button, and previous models did. However, on previous models, when you press the sport exhaust button, the valves open, and they stay open through the entire RPM band. Starting with the 2022s, maybe the 21s, I'm not positive, but definitely on the 2022s, when you hit the button, they open, but even in performance and dynamic modes, they close between 3,000 and 5,000 RPMs. So if I'm taking off from a light, they're going to start open, they're going to close, the car's going to get a little quieter, and then at 5,000 it's going to start screaming. I want it to scream the whole time. And in previous models they did that. I'm guessing this has to do with some European restrictions on noise, but definitely the 2022s, they do this. So your sport exhaust button kind of helps, kind of doesn't. That's where the Valvetronic Designs exhaust valve controller really comes into play. I also want to address the two most frequently asked questions I get on the forums and Facebook about how this kit functions. Number one is, do you lose functionality of the sport exhaust button on the steering wheel? The answer to that is yes, you do. The way it works is with a touch of the button, the LED flashes, the valves open, they remain open. No matter what mode of the car you're in, if you're in individual, comfort, dynamic, performance, they are full open. Press the button again, the indicator flashes, they're closed, and that is in any mode. Performance, dynamic, comfort, individual, they are closed. So yes, you do lose functionality of that button. That may bother some people to have a non-functioning button on their R8 steering wheel, but for me, it's not a big deal because I literally never use that button. I always drive this car in either dynamic or performance modes, so it's really not a big deal to me. The second question I get asked frequently is, if I park the car in stealth mode with the valves closed, in the morning when I start it up, will they still be closed? And the answer is probably not. The way the valves open and close is vacuum pressure from the crankcase. When you park the car and leave it overnight, you're going to lose that vacuum and the valves are going to default open. So, depending on how long you leave the car, more than likely they're going to default open. Now what you can do is immediately upon starting it, hit your button and close them so you only have that initial loudness. But for the most part, no, they're not going to remain closed overnight. Now obviously the R8 is going to sound better with the valves fully open versus completely closed. But the real comparison here is going to be between factory open and Valvetronics open. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you have a better understanding of how exactly the Valvetronic Designs exhaust valve controller works on the Audi R8. If you missed my installation, click the rectangle here to watch the full detailed video installation on this R8. And if you enjoyed this video, click the circle up here to subscribe to Jeep Dogs, and I will catch you in the next one.